well.
Bye. Check this on. Daryl, you hear the bells?
Mm-hmm.
They're watering their flames.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck is that? Oh, yeah, I've seen that before, but... Talk about recycling. I love that. Did scare the fuck out of me, though.
A little bit, right?
That reel you sent me was funny with like the guy like sneaking up on the girl at the fridge.
Literally,
Yeah.
like makes clear sign of entry, like not trying to scare anyone, like they're just entering a room.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
All right, welcome. Sunday stream. Appreciate you guys all coming to hang out and watch me cook every Sunday. We got a great one tonight. We're doing a steak dish. We got this like polenta cake going on as well, with some wild mushrooms and a fun little sauce here. So, per usual, we're gonna start with a cocktail. We're gonna go basic but kind of fun. I think that's the best way to describe this. It's gonna be a lime inspired vodka drink. If you've been here before, you know that all we drink is vodka, seemingly. So why not keep going that route? Let's do this. Okay, a little switcheroo here. All right, let's get us some ice. One for our drink or a glass. And then some for the shaker. All right, we're going to try and get a couple drinks out of this per usual. So let's go a little heavy-handed. All right. The other thing we have here is a lime and ginger simple syrup. We did lime leaves, lime rind, and then actual like shavings of ginger, all in the like 1-to-1 ratio of sugar to water. It's a little thinner than usual, so we're gonna add a little bit more than you might expect. Got that. Let's get some actual lime juice in there. See if I have another one hiding in here. Yes. Roll this guy out just a touch. All right, the juice of 1 lime. Getting every last drop out of this guy. All right, the other half. All right, the other half. All right, in case you guys missed the little menu deal, you can always do the exclamation point command here. All right, so we have our ginger lime simple syrup. We have vodka. We have actual lime juice. What else did I want to add into here? Maybe a little thyme. Sounds fun. Let's do a little sprig. That guy just actually down in there. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of water. And then we're going to start shaking this. Little transition. Yo, Jennifer, what's up? Thank you for coming to hang. Oh, is Filbert playing Mario Party downstairs? All right, so we have that mix. We're going to do a little bit of a spritzer bottom to start, or little spritzer base. Let's call it that instead of bottom. All right, we got a good amount in there. Let's give our... Just to make sure we don't get any thyme leaves. All right. A little messy. That's okay. You're both playing. I need to get the new Mario Party. I still have the old one, which kind of sucks. But I hear the new one is legit. All right, we're gonna give this a little stir. Okay. All right, nice light summer, refreshing spritzer a little bit. Got the lime on seltzer. Love it, love it. All right, let's get this all kind of cleared up. All right, now that we have our drink good to go, let's talk about what we're making here. So we are going to do a flat iron. Let's get this back in view. It's so dark. This camera sucks. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe a little bit higher. Anyways, we're doing a flat iron steak. We're going to sous vide it so it gets up to temperature. Then we're going to finish it on one of these pans and then let it rest. We're actually going to do a double rest method. This is me just attempting to pull out all the techniques. Where after the sous vide, let it rest 10 minutes, let it kind of finish coming up to temperature, and then we're going to finish it in the pan with some hot oil and then let it rest again. This is an Adam Perry Lang technique that he talks about a lot. So hopefully that works well. And then we have a few other things going. We're going to blanch these asparagus tips. We're going to roast these, or basically saute these in a butter sauce. And then we're also going to have a whiskey or bourbon pan sauce that we are going to flambe at one point here. So fire to come, which is always a fun little addition. But we do need to get the steak in the sous vide. We're sous videing it at 130 degrees Fahrenheit. That's basically right under medium rare. And then that will allow us to finish it once again, adding a little bit more heat to get it up to the 135-ish temperature there. So let's move a little bit, or some of these guys, out of our way. We just want to slice this to fit in our sous vide bag. So when we look at the bag here, I kind of want to trim this tip and this edge. So maybe a little bit more like that. If you guys have never tried flat iron or are not familiar with it, it's a great cut of steak. It's like perfect in the sense that it's tender enough while also having like a good beef flavor and not being like something you're chewing for hours at a time. The issue is that more and more people are like slowly finding out about it. So all of the like stores are starting to up the price or the cost of the flat iron. And a lot of restaurants even serve these flat irons as well. So you can look for it there. And it's honestly, it's a great time. You should always grab it. Okay, so we're going to go in the sous vide bag here. We're going to add just a touch of like flavor enhancers, a little bit of thyme, a little bit of garlic, and a little bit of butter. Let's actually not use that one. All right, two nice little knobs. Put that right in there. I am going to season a little bit. It's really not that crazy important at this point. We're going to season right before we actually finish it, and that's so everything actually sticks and stays on the meat this is gonna like seep out water, and it's just gonna all go into there. So a little bit of seasoning, nothing crazy, salt and pepper, and then we'll actually season to finish at the end. We have this water boiling. This is gonna be for our blanch of the asparagus. Okay, so that looks good. Let's get our thyme. And I think a little bit of garlic makes sense. All right, so we got one guy. We're just gonna break him apart a little bit just to help release the flavor. I am taking the skins off, like not crazy important, but this is only cooking for like 30 minutes or so. So the most we can do to help the flavor, like who cares? It takes 2 seconds. Okay, so we have our little sous vide bag, our aromatics, our fat, a little bit of seasoning. Let's get this guy as much air out of it as possible. And then into the bath. All right. Now you notice we have a little bit left here. This piece we're gonna save. We're gonna use that for flavoring our sauce. I'm gonna cut this little end off too, just to even this last piece up, and we'll make that later this week. And use those two to basically just be scrap pieces to actually flavor the pan sauce we're doing here. All right. Let's get this guy gone and cleaned up just a touch. All right, put that there. Let's wipe this down a bit. All right, so our water is boiling for the blanched asparagus. Let's do those really quickly. The blanch is really just to like get them cooked. We're gonna do 2 minutes. Like 1 minute to 2 minutes is typical blanch. So 2 minutes on these guys, 17 after. So 19 or 20, and we'll be good on those. Let's get this guy clean. All right, so let me think about what we're doing here. I do want to get our sauces going a touch. I want to make sure we have enough time for those and with those to like really get to have them where I want them flavor wise. So first, let's get our horseradish cream. I know we did this once before, but it's a really versatile sauce and it goes well with multiple proteins, as someone said. So I think we're going to do it again. The reason why is we're going to have this cream sauce. It's going to be mushroom, onion, like flavor based with the bourbon. And it needs some sort of like acid or bite or something else to kind of cut all of that fat and cream. So we're going to use horseradish. And I think the best way to do that is with mayonnaise and sour cream. To Devin's favorites here. So let's get a good little dollop of these going. Oops. That's good. All right, a little bit of mayo. It just helps with texture, slight flavor. and fat addition that we want. Two minutes. Good call. All right, the water was salted. We are just gonna salt these a little bit. And then we're gonna let them rest on just some tinfoil over here. And then we're going to get those going with the mushrooms and that butter kind of poached sauce here in a little bit. Okay, back here we have our mayo, sour cream. Let's season a little bit. Let's add the horseradish. Oh, do you want to lick the spoon? Just kidding. All right, let's start with that. And then let's add some Worcestershire. Let's see what other seasonings feel good to me. Celery salt. And I think white pepper. Let's see what we come out with. All right. Touch more horseradish and more salt. All right, one more try. All right, I like that. Into the fridge. And just let that kind of finish combining. Okay, so that's good to go. This will wipe down. Let's get the other sauce going, which is our cream sauce. It's like a typical pan sauce. We're using basic French technique. So we're going to get a little onion going. Some of this meat going. We'll deglaze, we'll blend it, we'll strain it, we'll reduce, keep adding and adjusting. You know the usual. All right, we're going to do a small dice on this guy. Get some garlic. All right, let's see how much this turns out to be. All right. Basic small dice. Almost swipe that right. Okay. We got our garlic chopped, onion good. Let's get our pan going. You'll notice we're making the sauce in this pan. We're also finishing the meat in this pan. So I got to figure that out later. Actually, no, we're finishing the meat in one of these pans. But the reason why we're finishing the sauce in here is one, the pan type in general. So I don't know if we've talked too much about this. So let's talk about it now. A moment to cheers. Thank you guys for coming to hang out. All right, this pan type. You'll notice we have the copper on the outside, and we have aluminum on the inside. Two reasons for this. This is probably there's a use for every pan. These are non-stick. These are great, like everyday, every use pans. But there is a reason we use these. The aluminum has a great like fond builder associated with it. It's gonna stick well. It's gonna like sear well, and it like takes the heat really well. So that's why we like this aluminum. We really like the copper base for two reasons mainly. Copper takes heat really well. It's going to be an even spread as well. So like certain pans, if you've ever gotten like a shitty Walmart pan, parts of the pan are hotter than others, which is bizarre. This has an even heat, and then it also takes heat really easily, so it comes up to heat fast, and then it cools down extremely quickly as well, which is great all around. So that's why you see a lot of like restaurants using copper pans with aluminum on the inside. So let's actually turn our burner on. That would be a good start. And we're going to start building the sauce here. Again, the base is going to be this meat flavor. So let's add some meat to the sauce. We're going to use these trimmed up kind of excess pieces we don't really care too much about. Basic salt and pepper. Nothing over the top, too sophisticated with that there. So let's get this up to heat. We'll brown that, get the fond and like flavor from that on this, and then we'll start adding our onion garlic mixture and get that going next. Let's also get our butter. I feel like I want to use maybe half of this amount now that I'm looking at it. do you remember what time we put this in?
You didn't.
I think it was like 5:10, 5:15.
Probably
5:30 right now.
5:20 because you finished your cocktail making at like 5:10.
Got it. Ugh. All right, so our oil is coming up to heat here. We got our butter going. Let's turn this burner on. Get this guy just like melty. And then let's get our meat going. And again, this part of the meat is just for flavor. Don't really care about it. All right, let's move this over a little bit. While this is all going, let's get our mushrooms going. So we're doing a little mushroom medley. We only have 2 different mushrooms, but these are, I guess one of them is like active in the Pacific Northwest right now. It's the chanterelles. These like yellow, gorgeous. These ones are kind of dirty. We're gonna wash them here. And then we also have shiitake. So we're just gonna split these in half. I'm gonna wash them real quick. Let's split them in half. We're just gonna cook them in butter and herbs, basically. And from there, it's gonna be really like lightly crispy and then delicate on the inside, which is kind of what we're looking for. So let's get these just lightly rinsed. These are kind of delicate, especially the chanterelles, so like not too heavy of a water stream either. And we're just gonna rinse these and get some of the dirt off here. All right, a lot of people say don't wash your mushrooms because they get like waterlogged. I think that's a fair thought and something you should be conscious of, but 2 seconds in the water is not gonna like waterlog them. Kestrelin, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming to hang. We are making a steak mushroom polenta cake with 2 sauces, little dish going on here. We just washed our mushrooms briefly. All right, let's get these sliced in half. I just want to do like a in half. Like I want them to still be like part of the bite, so to speak here. And we're just gonna slice them right down the stem. Let's get a quick switch here. All right, so those look good. Let's check on our meat. Great color. You see the fond already going on the bottom there a little bit, so that's great. Oh, these chanterelles look so good. I'm so excited. It's one of my favorite mushrooms. Super delicate, super earthy. Oh, I can't wait. Okay. Chanterelles look great. Let's flip this one more time. See what these guys are doing. Put this back here. We're gonna get our onions going with the garlic. All right, MSG, salt, and pepper. All right, our butter is melted. I'm gonna turn this down. Just waiting for that for later. This is the pan we're gonna do our polenta cake in. So I want a lot of oil. So I want a good hard sear on that. Cheers. Nice sneeze. All right, turn the heat back up on this guy. We're okay with the hard sear, so let's move this guy about. I do really want some of that flavor to build on the bottom here, so we're gonna stop touching it and let it do its thing. All right, it's been about maybe 15, 20 minutes on the steak. All right, we're gonna add some thyme to our butter. We can just let that kind of sit and slowly extract, waiting for later. Actually add some tarragon to this too. It does smell good. I'm stoked.
I'm really excited for this one.
Just wait till the fire. The fire's coming up, guys.
Oh man.
I can't wait. All right, how are our onions looking? All right, a little dark, no worries. Let's get our deglaze going. All right, we're using Pendleton whiskey. The next part is a little wild. Are we ready? Let's get this going for this way. Woo! It's a little off flambe. This will burn off in a second. We're just getting all the flavor deglazed from the bottom there. Say again? We okay up there? Okay. Pretty fun. A little wild. All right, so we got the sauce deglazed. We're gonna just let this kind of reduce, build the flavor on there. We're gonna blitz this in a second, strain it, add the cream, and then that's gonna be good to go. Let's get this going a little bit hotter, a little bit more incorporated. Feeling good though. I'm feeling good. A little hot in here though. Fire get you going. All right, let's add a knob of butter. All right, I won't lie, guys. Devin was a little scared. She got a little scared. She's like, "Oh, okay, stop, calm it down, calm it down." All right, moment to cheers. We're about to get another one going here. Cheers. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you guys. All right, this is looking great. Still doing its thing. Let's get these guys over to the side here. Let's get some of these mushrooms in here. Do you want to be delicate with these? We're just going to kind of butter fry them, butter poach them a little bit. We're on medium heat. It's just slowly bubbling. Just going to turn it down a little bit. Okay, let's salt these, pepper these. And we're just going to let these sit for a little bit. I'm okay with that. Let's get this guy going. Let's take a look here. Let's give this a taste. Let's see how we're starting out. Got a long way to go, but let's see where we're at. I mean, I hate to say it, but I would not change one thing about that right now. That's really good. Maybe we'll add some of our aromatics. A little bit of the tarragon and a little bit of the thyme. We're going through so much time tonight. Okay. Let these just kind of get going in the sauce. And then we're going to blend this and strain it here in a second. The rest of these mushrooms I'm just going to save for another night. A little transition. All right, 44 after. It's probably been 15 minutes, or sorry, 30 minutes for the
25.
25. Okay, 5 more.
Yeah.
We'll let it keep going. Sure, these are looking good. Okay. Or oil here looks good. What I was gonna do on this one, where'd my other guy go? Oh, right here. Was just get these little shallot cups going. So let's get those down. I do love a good shallot cup. Last time we started a little bit too hot, so we're going a little low there. I think that'll be good. All right, let's take a look at the cutting board. I want you to look at this basil. Grew this at my own place in the Seattle sun here. So we're gonna do a chiffonade, which is just like a basic chop on this. Adds a little bit of finesse and extra to it, but it's really just like rolling it up in like a little cigar style, and then we're gonna do a really thin, maybe even on the bias. All right, and we're gonna save this for later. This is gonna be a little bit of a topper finisher. I won't lie, I'm beyond excited for these mushrooms.
Same.
I can't wait. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. It's just like a barely little taste. What's your password?
657. Oh. 1, 2, 3. I can download the app. That's what I realized. It's on my phone. I have it on my phone. It's already up.
It's so bizarre. How bizarre.
I don't like putting it on my iPad.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I
You sure?
appreciate it. No, you're good. You're good. Woo! Okay. These guys are good. These guys are finally doing their thing a little bit. What do you think on this?
So good.
It's pretty good, right?
I'm beyond excited.
And just wait. Like, it's going to be... I just can't wait for that. It's going to be super, super good. We're going to go a little bit longer on this. I just want to, like, seep out some more of those flavors. And then we'll get this guy resting. We got to figure out a couple other things here. We got to blitz this. We got to get that guy going. So I think we're going to do it on the small little blender like I did last time. And then we're just going to take out these large pieces. Turn this up a touch. I think I am okay adding a little bit more savory. The cream is really going to be the sweetener to balance it out at the end there. All right, let's flip these guys. So tender and delicate. And like lightly browned. These are gorgeous. Alright, I also want to put these asparagus in here too. We're just going to reheat, kind of crisp up a bit, and then also take in a bunch of the flavors from what we have going on. This guy. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, let's get this guy ready. All right, so here we have it. We have our flat iron. It is technically medium rare all the way through. We're going to let it rest for the next 10, 15 minutes or so. Then we're going to finish it and let it rest again. So let's get it on our little tray. You need salt on those at all?
I just put different one.
I might salt. Who knows? All right, let's take a look at these little whisk around there. Let's take a look at everything. Where's my little tweezers? All right, how are these guys doing? Longer. Oh, come on, flip. There we go. Mix that up. Okay, get those going. Let's get our sauce kind of cleaned up a little bit. All right, am I going to spill? You guys ready for this? Am I going to spill all of this? Didn't spill one drop, guys. Did not spill one drop. Not even one drop. Woo! All right, we got our pan kind of washed out. It's going to dry it out. Moving on the center here. All right, so this is the base of our sauce. We're going to blitz this, and then we're going to strain it, and then we're going to add cream, and we're going to have a good time with it. All right, let's add a lid. This is so hot already. You guys see this? All right, we're about to strain it. Woo! This is hot. On the pan, where's my strainer? All right, so that is the base. This is going to be the base of our cream sauce here. Turn this down. All right. Longer. This guy might be ready. A little bit longer. All right, we're gonna get these mushrooms kind of ready, quasi ready. Put the asparagus, and these are gonna go right next to the beef there. God, look at this sauce. I'm so excited. Oh my God. This is gonna be great. All right, where are my tweezers? All right, let's clean up for a quick second. I like that. How's that looking? All right, that looks good. Let's put some of this away. Need any more of this? No. I do need need to put this in a squirt bottle. Let's get this guy going. You want to keep these?
Yeah.
You want those? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's get these guys kind of on their resting area. Oh, you guys can't see these. I'm off camera. These look so good.
Can you save the herb bits for the a broth later?
Yeah, I can save them.
Okay.
I'll put them on here.
Yeah. I'm all about saving.
Alright, I like that. Let's add like a little bit of this oil into that one. This is just butter. Alright, you guys ready to look at what we got so far? Alright, so we have our flat iron. It's cooked medium rare. It's been resting for the last 5 minutes or so. Has our poaching liquid or aromatics on top of it. Then we have basically our butter poached mushroom medley mixed with the blanched asparagus that we also kind of fried in there. So these are just resting over here under paper towels. We have this beautiful, beautiful sauce. Let's give it a try now. That's been reducing and blended and all that fun stuff. Where'd my tweezers go? Can you see them? This is like a forever, never-ending look.
Say under the faucet.
Yep. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Devin. All right, these look good. Let's get him a little deeper. All right, let's add our cream. Turn up the heat. We should have the cream out. Damn it.
Before you add the cream.
Yeah. All right, and the last thing we're gonna prep here is the polenta cake. So good, right? And the cream is just gonna balance it out just a very touch. All right, and all this is gonna do is come together and reduce. And our color's a little bit lighter. I like that. I think this looks great. Our heat's just low enough. It's gonna start bubbling. Okay, that's really great. This looks gorgeous now. All right, let's get our other plate back here. All right, we're not done yet, guys. We got a few more things to do. All right, let's get some oil. It's my front pan. Good turn red. Yep. Oil. Where's my butter finish? This guy looks great. All right, now this is bubbling. Turn it all the way down to low. Just let that start to come up. A little transition here. All right, and we have our butter. We'll piece it out now. But this is going to be for the sauce or the finishing oil right here for the steak. Just wipe that up. And then let's get our, this is probably my favorite part of the night. I haven't even introduced it yet. This is going to be the polenta cake. This has been, I did this yesterday. It takes like an hour to cook. Has heavy Parmesan, slight amount of horseradish to kind of blend in with everything we're doing today. And we're going to slice this like in these little slices, these little cakes. We're going to fry them on either side. And this is going to be like what we're going to top the mushrooms with. I still can't get over that sauce. Okay. Almost first try. As would anyone, we're going to make even edges here. Slice that guy off. I'm also going to cut it right here and put this guy back in the pan for later. We obviously don't need all of that. And this will be easier, better to work with. Whew. Are you confused on what we're doing?
No. I was thinking to myself about how we can use the rest of that, and I have a good idea for it.
Ooh, okay. It's back in the fridge. All right, now that we have this like a little bit easier to work with, again, clean up our sides. Also going to cut off the front. It has just a slight different texture on the front because it was like exposed to the, I guess, like elements of the fridge, so to speak. All right, so now we have this clean, let's get this a little bit more even. This clean block of our polenta cake. Let's clean our knife. All right, now we're actually going to do little slabs. We're going to do these little slabs of this polenta cake. We're going to fry them, and then we're going to actually get those on our same little thing over here for waiting. Which side do I want to go? It's going to be like that. It's going to be half. I do want to go this way. All right, those look gorgeous to me. Moment to cheers, because why not? All right, let's get to frying. We got, how does this oil look? I think it's looking good. Let's get our first ones down. Nice little sizzle. Nothing like over the top, but it is cooking it right. Like that's great. Exactly the audio feedback I'm looking for there. Next thing is the steak. So it's been resting. We've got it back up to heat already. We're going to add it in here. Woo! I splashed it the wrong way. Don't follow those instructions. That was very, very bad of me. Always drop it like away from you. All right, we're going to season. Heavy salt. Heavy pepper. Been in for just turned 6:05. We want high heat. Turn our heat up right now. Then we're going to add the butter here in a minute. And then we're going to baste and let it rest one more time. We can add our thyme. All right, well, that is all coming up to temp and looking great. We're going to get some of our chives going. This is just like another finishing.
How fresh these are.
So fresh. They look thick, too.
None of them are rotten yet.
I know.
That's a good batch.
Agreed. All right. Good little chive finisher. I think those are going to look great. All right, this has been on for 1 minute. We're going to go like 2 or 3. This is like all coming together right at the end here. All right, these need to keep going. We're going to go hotter, actually. Move those around. Those are going to be super delicate, so we got to be careful with those. All right, let's get our plates out. We're almost ready to plate. All right, once this hits 2 minutes, we're going to flip, season, add butter, start basting. We got a lot of shake coming together right at the end. This is the fun part for me. I'm also going to add our horseradish sauce to the squeeze piper, little squeezer. The hardest part, I need a funnel. All right, let's flip our steak before I forget. All right, let's at least look at it. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that color. All right, putting these all back on. And now we add our butter. And we start basting. All right, well, that's basting. Let's take a look at these guys. Is this not the most like insane tempo right now? Yeah. All right. All right, we're gonna let these go a little bit longer. Let's see what this guy looks like. This guy looks good, right? Yeah, that guy looks good. All right, I think this guy looks great. Taking him off. And now we're back to resting. For the last couple minutes here. All right, I'm liking the feel of the steak. I'm hoping I didn't overcook it here. We're going to see when we do the final slice into. Let's get back to putting some of this back in the little squeeze bottle. Literally the bane of my existence right now. All right, we're not getting much in the squirt bottle. That's okay. Let's get it rinsed off. Looking nice. All right, that looks good. Let's take a look at all of the rest of what we got going on. Where's my spats and fork? All right, let's get this guy flipped. That one looks gorgeous. All right, these are all looking gorgeous. All right, we're ready to start cleaning up. So bear with me. I'm going to start putting a few things away. Keep this guy crisped up enough. No, I don't know why this guy doesn't want to crisp up, but he's like, nah, I ain't doing that. All right, those guys are going a little bit longer. They need it. Let's give this. Ooh. I love that. Need to thin it out a little bit. No way. Stop it. No way. Alright, using a little cream to thin it out, no biggie. It's back on the heat. It's like getting lit up. Alright, these look good. For some reason the edge ones don't want to. Woo! Burnt the hell out of my fingers. Alright. It's all good. We got two gorgeous looking ones. That's why we did 4. We planned for this, guys. Don't even worry about it. Alright, let's get our finishing pieces a little bit better shaped. Alright, so those look good. Alright. Take these off the heat. We'll finish those in a second. I'm honestly scared to pick them up. Let's get our meat sliced into. It's been resting for a good amount of time. Do you want to hand me the far left one for you? Thank you. Alright, so let's get this sliced and diced. Classic burn, Lauren. Good to see you. Literally just ripped smoking hot oil all over my knuckles. Can't wait for that to come through tomorrow. Alright. Let's Get this edge cut. Oh, I love it. We're going to do thick pieces. All right. Gorgeous. Pink all the way through. That's the sous vide. And we have the hard sear on the outside. So you guys can see that. This nice crust on the outside with this like absolute pink all the way through. Exactly what we're looking for. Oh man, your boy knows what he's doing sometimes. Okay, so we have the steak ready. We have our sauce ready. We have all of these ready. Let's start plating before things get burnt. All right, let's get these cakes down first. Please, love it. So crispy. Thank you. All right, I want you guys to watch this. Ugh. All right, how do I want to do this? I think I'm going to do it like... All right, and then we're going to do the cream sauce or the horseradish sauce right on here. You have to. A little bit.
One. No, not so.
It's a good time. Don't worry. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. All right, we're going to add our mushrooms and asparagus. Here's my tweezers. Devin's pissed right now. All right, so we have that. Let's get our sauce. All right. We got her plated up. So we have our medium rare, perfectly cooked flat iron. We have our bourbon cream pan sauce. We got the polenta cake with the mushroom medley and the asparagus on top. I cannot freaking wait. All right, we're gonna eat. We're gonna have a good rest of this Sunday. Appreciate everyone coming out, hanging out, joining the stream, being there for it. Cheers to the rest of your weekend. Hope it's a good one. All right.